And a go. Welcome to Disaster Party Podcast News Roundup number 3. As always, it is Rob Cedeno here with.
Your boy, Andy Bivians. That's Bivins, the one true Whoa Daddy.
Whoa, whoa.
Whoa, whoa.
All right. So how has been your week, friend?
My week's been good.
I said that weird, but it's okay.
How has been your week?
How has been your week?
Week's been good. Work, some more work on top of that work. I can walk again, so that's a plus.
That's a plus.
Um, I've had a iPhone for now a year fully, and I just found out yesterday in the gym that I can record on 4K. So it's probably the crispest video I've ever recorded in my life. Shout out to the Solo Creator Pro classes that I've been taking to try to bring a better presence onto the pod and try to up our pod, so to speak. But no, it's been good, man. What about you?
Well, with what you just said is up in the pod. As a reminder, as always, follow us, like, share, comment, subscribe, all of the above to all of our
Mhm.
social platforms. That's including Twitter, Insta, Facebook, the TikTok, and YouTube.
Stop, do the TikTok. You don't stop, do that.
Totally. So,
That gets a
Andy,
little delirious,
as a
right?
question, as I'm always meant to be asking, did you watch any of the Office?
Yup.
What?
Yup.
Wait, did you really
Yeah.
say yes?
Yes, sir.
Oh, do tell, do tell. Now
It,
you
it
now you
wasn't a
have to
lot.
say.
It wasn't a lot. I only saw one episode. I know. I know it's not a lot. But last 2 weeks I didn't see any. This week I saw two. Or one, I'm sorry. And it was pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. It
What was the
was
episode?
the healthcare episode where Michael puts Dwight in charge to get healthcare. And I don't remember his name. The
Right.
dude that's flirting with the front desk chick.
Jim.
Yeah, locks him in his office and like throws the keys halfway across the office. So he calls him on the phone. He was like, "Yeah, no, oh, I got another call."
It's funny.
It was a good episode. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Okay. It only gets better.
Ooh, we shall see. We shall see.
All right. So my week, going back, is it's been a beautiful week. The weather's been nice. It's been a very joyous week when it comes to weather. And I was able to take Banks to the park, not once, not twice,
Oh,
not even 3 times, but 4 times since Tuesday.
that's dope.
And let me tell you a story about the about Banks in the park. So he's now old enough that he can like get up the playground himself.
Hmm.
We took him to the park last year, but he was still like he would have to sit on your lap to go down the slides and like very careful.
Yeah.
Now this kid is sprinting up the friggin' playground, and let me tell you, you know like the circular tube slides?
Yeah, like the little things that like
No,
spiral
it's like a
down.
big circle, and it's like the top is covered, and the whole it's like a tunnel, and
Oh
it's a
yeah, yeah,
slides. Yeah, yeah. So the first day out of the 4 days we took him, he was afraid to go down those because obviously you can't see what's at the bottom.
yeah.
The second day he went down with me. Dude, the third day he was like, "All right, Geronimo, head first, no problem." Like, like literally just stand on top and just dove.
That's dope.
Hold on, I think I gotta. I'm gonna flash a photo of him diving down on the pod.
Kid's gonna have no fear, man.
Ready? No fear at all.
He
No
was like,
fear
"Let's
at
go."
all. He's
He was
like,
diving in head
dive.
first.
Yeah. So we did that. The kid has surgery for on Tuesday for nothing too serious, but just something that we thought was going to go away. That is apparently relatively common for boys, but it's also pretty common for it to go away for
Yeah.
boys. So it didn't. So he has to get surgery on Tuesday, but he had to get a COVID test yesterday. So that's kind of sucky
Oh,
that like a 17, 16 month old kid has to get a friggin' tooth, whatever, Q-tips stuck up his nose apparently.
did
Or
they have you guys do it, or did the nurse do it themselves?
Taylor had to hold his head, and the nurse did it.
Oh,
Yeah,
so that it wasn't like swab 10 times, or was it like one up and down?
it was like one up, each nose.
Uh, See, where I work, you do it yourself for pre-procedures, so
Oh,
it's a little easier. You're not going up to your
yeah,
brain, but
yeah.
oh
So,
man,
but he handled it like a pro, and we got him ice cream after that because
there
like
you go.
apparently he handled it. He just handled it. I mean, I was there, but I was outside because only one parent.
Yeah,
But they went in, went out, and by the time he got back to the car, he was like, "What? Nothing happened. I'm okay.
he was like, I'm good.
Yeah, no big deal." Yeah. So besides that, I mean, yeah, today me and my dad we walked on the walkway with him. He got this little new like the red wagon like bicycles and stuff. Like
Yeah,
the red wagon like carts.
like
Like
the
so he
little
has a
carts that you like
yeah.
sit in.
So
Yeah,
he has like a red wagon bike. So we took him on his bike today and down the walkway, and then we took him to a park, and he was going head first down a different park slides because he just doesn't care, and he has no fear. But
that's
yeah,
dope.
yeah, so
That's dope.
he should be knocked out right now because we ran him to the dirt. Like we ran him down.
Like I'm trying to make him sleep tonight. Like I'm trying to get
Exactly.
some
He
sleep
did not
tonight.
sleep last night, so we're like, no, we need to make sure he sleeps tonight. So, yes, sir.
I hear
All right.
that.
You want to jump into it? You want to jump into the news?
Let's do it. Well,
All right.
first we gotta hear from our friendly neighborhood coin guy,
Bitcoin Rob or Rob the Bitcoin guy.
Rob the Bitcoin guy.
Bitcoin.
Do, 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 do.
All right, so here's the news in Bitcoin. I only have a couple things. One, Bitcoin, believe it or not, broke the $60,000 mark. If you remember on our Bitcoin episode, back all the way when we recorded that, I kind of said that it was going to happen, and people didn't believe me. I got responses saying, "Do you really think that?" And I said, "Yeah." 60,000 it broke yesterday, and it actually went as high as $61,600.
I'll take it.
Do you know that yesterday, a year ago yesterday, Bitcoin hit $4,000? A year ago yesterday, it was $4,000, and yesterday it hit 61.6.
You know how painful that is.
61.6.
You know how painful that is,
You know how painful it was when it was 5 cents,
right?
but still $4,000, and it's 61.6. You bought one Bitcoin back then, you'd make what, $55,600 profit.
Imagine you bought one Bitcoin at 5 cents.
Well, yeah, of course, yeah, but that's like going way way back.
That's like you don't ever have to touch anything ever again.
Yeah,
That's that Richie Rich status.
yeah, especially if you have like a handful or more.
Yeah.
Yeah, at 5 cents, I probably would have bought like 1,000 at least minimum.
So think about that. You could have spent 500 Bitcoins, still had 500 left, still have mad money.
Still have that money. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Insane.
So on to the next thing is Dave Portnoy. He's the Barstool guy.
Yeah. The one that does the 5 minute.
Yeah, like Barstool.
Yeah.
He's the main guy though, not the guy who does the 5 minute or the 1 minute news thing.
Oh, okay.
Well, apparently he like his group they do like a lot of investing and stuff. And at one point he was basically trying to play the cryptocurrency game. And it was around the time that Bitcoin was like dropping and going up and down. It was very volatile, and he was getting washed. Like he was getting destroyed, and he was like, "Oh, Bitcoin is dumb, and it's never gonna go anywhere, and I'm losing money left and right." But again, he was trying to trade Bitcoin, like
Uh,
buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. But
yeah.
Bitcoin, like you never know. You could think it's gonna go up, and then it goes down, and then you end up losing money. And he basically bashed it, and he recently came out yesterday or the day before going he was completely wrong about Bitcoin.
See, serves him right.
Mm-hmm.
Ask what he gets.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm just gonna say I've been calling it. I've been telling you. I think by the end of March we're gonna see 65 to $70,000 Bitcoin. But I'm gonna be a little bit further in my prediction. I'm gonna say 70,000 to 75,000 by the end of April, if not sooner.
Ooh, I'm down with that. Um, down with that.
That's what
I'll
I'm
take all
calling.
the growth. All of the growth.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, one thing I didn't write down on my notes is that I've been reading a lot today and yesterday that apparently some banks, you can use now that crypto is becoming more like mainstream. There are
Mhm.
banks that are allowing people to show their crypto assets to get loans and mortgages.
That's insane.
Because like when you go to get a mortgage, they ask you for your assets.
Yeah.
So it's like other houses, stocks, all this stuff, assets and stuff. And I guess now you could show them your crypto asset as your crypto portfolio as an asset.
That's big. That's huge. Because now they're gonna start holding that in place of getting certain loans.
Well, it's more like they could like um, let's just say you only make like 40,000 and they won't give you a mortgage, right? Because it doesn't show that you make enough. By showing them your portfolio, let's just say your portfolio is at 100,000.
Mhm.
Now it would basically show essentially that you have $100,000 in the bank, so that you are worth more than what your $40,000 job is. So you'd get a higher loan. I simplified that, but that's pretty much my understanding, and that's pretty much like when you go like when I went to go get my mortgage, like they were like, do you have stocks, do you have other real estate, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
So but if I was able to use my crypto portfolio when I bought my house.
Think about it soon. You may not even have to use that because you could just take a loan out on yourself and pay
Oh
yourself
boy.
back.
Oh, I know that already.
Yeah, how
I know that
dangerous that
already.
is.
I know that already. But then I
Speaking of
would
which, I
I
got
but here's the thing, I wouldn't even have to sell my crypto, get a collateral loan on it, and then use my portfolio as an asset against my loan. So now I'm paying my loan with my crypto by getting a loan to use to get another loan. AK
yeah.
like more property, which then would use the loan money to get the asset to get more money to then make more money when you buy real estate.
Yep. Yep. Good
Yeah,
times are coming.
good
Good
times are
times
coming. That's for
are
sure.
coming.
Good times are coming. All right, you wanna move on?
Word. So I'm going to butcher his name because I've been butchering it all day. So I apologize to the super fans. But Rob should be very happy about this. The Creed 2 actor, Florian Muntrinu, I think is his name, is joining the cast of the Borderlands movie. So that's the villain from Creed 2, Ivan Drago, his son. Yeah.
And he's
I don't know.
Craig or Krog. It's like Kruig, and he's basically a psycho. So let me try to explain what he looks like. He basically has like this metal mask, but because he's like deformed,
Yeah.
but he's really tall, and he basically doesn't wear like any clothes except for like a cloth around his junk, and he's like super ripped with tattoos all over him, and he basically they call him like a psycho because he carries like dual weapons and just like runs at people with like super aggression.
Oh, so they casted the perfect person for this.
So yeah, but this character is a good guy. But throughout the game and the storyline, there's like smaller versions of him, essentially,
Uh-huh.
who are is basically who you're fighting throughout the whole game.
Okay.
You're basically fighting psychos and stuff like that throughout the whole game. But he's like a bigger version who's good, and he has dual personality, like in his mind, if I'm remembering correctly.
I'm excited to see how that goes.
Yeah.
Speaking of Creed, looks like Michael B. Jordan, Mr. MBJ, is going to be directing Creed 3,
Oh, okay.
putting on his director's hat. So that should be fun. Mortal Kombat finally gets a rated R rating, which I had no doubt they were going to get.
How would it not be rated R
Jax gets his arms ripped off
in the trailer?
in the trailer. Speaking of which, Jax, if you watch the CW superhero shows, the Arrowverse, um, is Jimmy Olsen from Supergirl.
Really?
Yep.
See, I don't watch Supergirl, but I might go back just to see what you're talking about.
Yep. I saw it the other day and I saw the face and I was like, wait a second. And I looked it up and I was like, oh, all right. I see you. I see you. Can't be on Supergirl no
That's a
more.
big jump from a TV to
Yeah.
yeah to like a main character in the Mortal Kombat movie.
Yep. Yep. This week, well, I'll say this one first before I say the next one. No, I'll say it in this order. So the Mayans MC, the spinoff from oh
Sons?
wow.
Is that the
Yeah, Sons of
Sons?
Anarchy.
I never liked that show.
Oh, so good. So good. Story so good.
Couldn't get into it. I couldn't get into Breaking Bad either. But
See, I didn't either. I saw the last one, and then I saw Better Call Saul, but I never saw all of Breaking Bad. But the Mayans MC returns with their third season on 3/16,
didn't
and
didn't didn't.
then the next day, Justice League drops.
On the 17th?
I'm pretty sure it's the 17th, right?
I thought it was Friday.
Hold on, I have to look this up now because if it's still a great week though.
If it comes out on the 17th, that will make it a lot easier for us to record to
Justice
cover
League
that.
Snyder Cut release. We're doing this live just for you guys.
Curious here.
Release date March 18th.
So it's
So it's the
Thursday.
18th, not the 17th.
Okay, so it's Thursday.
Yeah. So you got
Okay.
Mayans MC and you got Justice League all in the same week.
And then St. Patty's Day is Wednesday.
Yep.
Well, and St. Patty's Day and Taylor's birthday is on Wednesday, so don't forget.
Ooh, happy birthday.
Yeah, she's getting old. She's still younger than me, so I guess that's okay.
So it kind of balances itself out.
Yeah, exactly. But at least that gives us another full day.
It's true.
'Cause if we're gonna record a full recap review on Justice League next week,
Man.
that gives us one extra day to watch it, and maybe even have to rewatch it.
I'm gonna have to rewatch it because I'm not gonna lie. There's no way I can do what I did for one. Well, granted, I rewatched WandaVision, but I can't do that the first time. I'm gonna be too in awe watching the entire thing. They just released the picture for Justice League with all of them, cyborgs
Dude,
flying.
let's jump into this then right now. Did you see today they released the final trailer for it?
Yes, it did, and it looks
Oh.
fantastic.
Dude, did you see the Green Lantern bit?
Yes, I did.
I was like, oh.
I saw that, and I'm watching the trailer. I'm watching the trailer, and all of a sudden, I see the green beam, and I was like, oh, finally.
So, and you see Joker in there, obviously. It's very dark side heavy. The
Yeah,
whole trailer is.
yeah. It's kind of like Darkseid is the main villain, and then all the other villains are kind of like a part of his crew underneath him, but still
I'm
working.
so curious because, like I said in one of the previous episodes, I read Snyder say that Darkseid doesn't play a big role in this movie, and he was supposed to be like the baddie at the end of the three.
Unless all the trailers that they've been releasing is like the same scene, I don't understand how that'll work.
Yeah, I don't either. Because I always had the understanding he was going to be like Thanos. He was going to be, they were going to fight him at the end of the third movie.
Oh, they probably will, but
So
I don't
maybe
know
they'll
if
just
he's
do
making
like,
another.
well, obviously that's up in the air right now, and it's looking like more of a no than a yes. But that's what Snyder said. He said the plan was for three movies, and Darkseid was supposed to be the villain at the end of the third one.
You know what I can see them doing? I can see them coming out with this, making other movies that sort of lead into this. So we might have a rocky road for DC for a while. And then Snyder comes back and then he makes his second movie. So it'll be the second of the three, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I'm
So,
just curious. I feel like Darkseid might they might do something like with Thanos, how they kind of showed him and his
hmm,
journey, but they didn't actually touch until Infinity War.
if he's gonna make more, they shouldn't.
Yeah,
They should
but
let that build.
yeah, that trailer got me excited. I was like, oh man,
See, I'm
it looked
excited.
good. It looked good. All right.
So for I guess we can put this under the video game category, even though it's movie and TV kind of goes. But the actor and actress Stephanie Panicello and Nick Appa, butchering names.
Nick A.
Stephanie and Nick A are going to reprise their roles as Claire Redfield and Leon St. Kennedy in the new Netflix animated series Resident Evil Infinite Darkness. I'm excited about that.
Those are like my two favorite Resident Evil characters, especially Leon. He's a badass, and I remember
Yeah.
just because he's in two, he's in six, and he's in four,
Yep. Six is
and
probably my favorite one too. That's the one where they're in like Africa, right?
that's five.
Is it five?
Yeah,
That's my
that's
favorite one.
Chris. That's Chris, not Leon.
Oh yeah, you know, you're right. You're right. Yeah. Oh, six is the one with the three different journeys.
Six is the
Him,
one with three different.
Ada.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
I'm excited.
I did. They did. Leon so dirty in the actual live action.
Yeah,
But
they did.
there's multiple Resident Evil cartoon movies now, which is I think those are the actor and actress that are reprising their roles for the series. I don't know if
Yeah.
you've seen those. I think there's two or three, and
The
they're
3D
Leon,
animated ones, right?
huh?
The 3D animated ones.
Yeah, yeah. There's two or
Yeah.
three of them, and Leon I think is in all three.
Yeah, because I don't think Chris is in any of them. He might be.
Yeah, I definitely I own the first two, and I don't think I've seen the third one if there is one. So I
I
could
own
be
the
talking out of
airport
my ass
one.
here.
That's the only one. I only own the airport one.
That was a good one.
That was a great one.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
I'm
All right.
excited for it.
So let's go into wrestling, and we'll end the episode on the wrestling
Ooh,
before we touch on what we're going to talk about tomorrow when we record.
mañana.
Mañana. So NXT Women's Tag Team titles. They were revealed. The first champions were given the titles after winning the Dusty Rhodes Female Tag Team tournament.
Yep.
And there was some shenanigans with them, Dakota Kai and Raquel, versus Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. So there were some shenanigans there. So instead of having a rematch with Nia and Shayna, they just gave them the belts.
Okay.
Then they had a match against Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart
Yep.
that same night, and they lost the championships. So there was two NXT Women Tag Team Champions in the same night. The first and second champions were crowned in the same day, in 2 hours.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, no, it's kind of cool. I'm
You
glad that
don't
they did
expect
it
that to
because
happen.
I liked how Regal, when they did the announcement, they had all the women out on the ring or on
Hmm.
the whatever stage, and it just showed how many women are actually in NXT and how many tag teams they have that can legitimately go for the for that championship, because the one for Raw and SmackDown, there's only three like legitimate
That I can.
teams,
I'm sure there's probably more that I'm not thinking
but
of.
none of them are
But
legitimate teams. They're all like thrown together,
yeah.
like Naomi and Lana, Natalia and Tamina, Becky and Bianca when they're facing at uh, Mania. You
Oh,
had Asuka and Charlotte.
they were a good team.
Yeah, but all thrown together.
Yeah.
Asuka's the Raw champion,
She's trying to hold them two
and then the
belts.
only actual team that they have is the Riot Squad.
Yeah.
That's
Mm,
it.
mm-mm. I think there's more.
The Iconics got broken up.
Sasha and Bailey broke up.
Yep. Yeah, that's it, bro.
Mm.
It's all ragtag tag teams.
But that's cool because now you can see people start tagging together and they can form something even bigger. I
Yeah, but
mean, it might look
I
weird now, but
see my opinion of tag teams are they should be tag teams. What happened to like Edge and Christian, Jeff Hardy, the Dudley Boys? You know what I'm saying? Like,
you have tag teams like that. But you got to think like the
no,
women's
they
tag
don't.
division is coming up.
They do not have tag teams like that for women.
No, no, no. That's what I'm saying. But it's like it's starting to come up
Like
even
who?
more now
Who?
because now NXT's got the women's tag team titles.
Yeah, but a lot of those tag teams are thrown together too. They've just been together longer.
You can make it.
I mean, you got Ember and Shotzi Blackheart. They were thrown together for the Dusty Classic. Dakota Kai
Yeah.
and Raquel were partners before that. Um, then you got The Way, Candice LeRae and Indy
Um.
Hartwell.
Yeah.
They're in the same group, so that makes sense. Then you have Casey and Caden. They're a tag team. They've always
They're
been
a
a
tag
tag team.
team. Yep.
But besides that,
But it's cool because even with them, like you're gonna start seeing like better competition, better
yeah,
matches.
yeah,
Like it, I love that they opened up that division for them. I
yeah, me
mean,
too.
it was weird having just the one tag titles,
Well, the
but it was
intention
awesome
of
seeing them
that
travel.
that was the intention. The intention was for them to travel between Raw, SmackDown, and NXT, and they only came down to NXT twice.
They did more than that, didn't
I think it was only twice. I think it was Nia and Shayna, and then Bailey and Sasha.
they? Yeah, yeah.
Maybe for like more than one episode because they had to set up the story, but it was only those two champions out of the five or six champions they've had.
And you saw the tag match at Takeover with the women's tag team. Like it's just growing.
Yeah, it
Now
was
it's
good.
Mania season. Forget about it. You're gonna start seeing matches all around.
Hmm. And that's what we'll go into next. Is did you see what the schedule is for WrestleMania week?
I have not seen it yet.
Okay, so it is Monday Night Raw,
Uh,
Tuesday Night Hall of Fame,
okay.
Wednesday Night NXT Part One,
Okay.
Thursday NXT Part Two.
Okay.
So NXT on Wednesday is going to be on USA. On NXT on Thursday is going to be on Peacock.
Okay.
SmackDown on Friday. Mania is Saturday and Sunday,
Okay.
and then Raw again on Monday.
That's gonna be dope.
That's a long week.
It's awesome. That's
And
what
then you
Mania Week is
add
about.
then you add AEW Evolution, which is now on Monday nights on YouTube.
Hmm.
Then you have Impact on Tuesday, with AEW Dark on Tuesday.
Yep.
Then you have AEW Normal on Wednesday.
That's just a dream for all wrestling fans.
And then if you want to get real deep, and then you go like NWA, and you go to like Noah and all those like smaller companies, Ring of Honor. I'm sure all these people are gonna have shows that same weekend. You got New
Oh, a thousand
Japan.
percent.
You got New Japan is doing the Super Cup right now. Like you could literally watch 80 hours worth of wrestling in that one week,
Right?
which is awesome. It's just a lot.
Oh, it's definitely a lot. It's a lot to
It's
sit through, but like you get to see whatever you want. And it's not like you're stuck and you got to wait until next week to see like a certain style or a certain company you like. You could just
yeah.
flip through and find them all.
It's definitely gonna be pick and choose for me. I'm gonna figure out what is good, what is not, and watch the good stuff and avoid the bad stuff at all costs.
Man, I'm gonna try to watch as much as I can.
Did you see the what happened at the Impact mini pay per view on Saturday?
No.
It was title for title. It was Moose who has the TNA title,
Mm-hmm.
and it was Rich Swann who had the Impact title.
Okay.
And basically, it was title for title. One guy walks away with both belts, and I think they unified it. I'm pretty sure. I don't follow Impact that much, but I think they might have unified them, right?
Okay.
Now the winner is going to face Kenny Omega at the Impact pay per view, I think on April 24th. And that is going to be title for title.
Oh,
So who do you think won between Moose and Rich Swann?
I want to say Moose.
I'm going to say it was Rich Swann. Rich
Yeah,
Swann, yep. So it's going to be Omega versus Swann, title for title, on Impact pay per view in April.
that's awesome.
Pretty sure Omega's going to win that.
So Omega will be holding both the Impact Heavyweight Championship.
And I think he's still the AAA champion too.
So three belts?
Yeah. And then I'm hearing like what would be the coolest thing ever is that if Kota Ibushi is still holding the unified belts for New Japan because he's the champion,
Yeah.
and they long play this Omega collecting belts gimmick, maybe, just maybe, Wrestle Kingdom, January 4th, 2022, it's Kota Ibushi and Kenny Omega with like all the belts.
That would be dope.
Like all the belts. And then and like they're best friends in real life. And I don't think they've had like a hardcore like main event match.
Oh,
Imagine.
just to see that. Oh, that'd be a good match.
And
I
it'd
would
be
love to
like
watch
Omega
that.
coming out with like 6 belts. And then you got Ibushi coming out with like 2 or 3.
It's gonna be awesome. You might have to buy a ticket to Wrestle Kingdom again.
You don't have to tempt me. It's the one that with the birthday on Wednesday is the one you have to convince.
Listen, it'll be a good birthday gift, I promise.
I would instantly go do that right now if I
Facts.
knew that was an option.
Facts. That would be a dope trip.
Yeah. So
And
that
they're
was
letting
it.
fans back in the stadium too
Oh,
for
Japan's already been
Mania.
in. Japan's been in. Fans have been in there for a minute. Yeah, for a while.
Yeah.
But they can't clap. They have to wear a mask on, and they can't like move around too much. Have you watched any New Japan? It's really weird. It's like none of the fans cheer at all. They just sit
I
there.
saw a little bit.
That's it.
Well,
That's
it's
it.
funny because like they're used to that though, but like us, we're used to like the crowd going crazy and everybody cheering and this,
No,
that, and the third.
Japan likes their wild. They're just not as wild as we are. They're pretty quiet for the matches, but when like big pop spots come, they like cheer.
Yeah.
But they're like completely silent.
Yeah. Oh, like now?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And then the one thing
Oh.
that Japan has over us is that they're not fighting anybody on masks because they've been wearing masks for like ever.
They've been wearing masks before
They wore
all this.
masks. They wore masks before this, yeah.
Yeah.
But we'll go into that because that's a good segue.
Yes, it is.
So, for those who made it this far, tomorrow's episode, as promised, on our social media platforms, if you haven't watched or read or looked at, um, we tomorrow, Andy and I, will be talking about traveling, our experiences in traveling, where we want to travel, any fun stories and adventures that we've had during
Yeah.
traveling, abroad, on airplanes, all of it above. And I will give a spoiler alert, is that I have been to Japan and I kind of understood and experienced the Japanese culture, and I will be sharing that on tomorrow's episode. Do you want to I'll give another teaser for tomorrow's episode if you want to give a teaser for tomorrow's episode.
Okay. I might have two now because
Just
you
one
just
teaser.
reminded me. I did give a small story on on Instagram about traveling and my experiences.
On the
One teaser that I'll give here
disaster
is
party Insta?
no, but I can post some of it on there.
Okay,
I'll
okay.
post some of it on there either tonight or tomorrow. No, if you go to Whoa Daddy Productions on Instagram, I posted the full story on there.
Productions.
Yeah. Okay. So there's so many. So one teaser I'll say is that.
Keep it like I want you to go into more detail tomorrow.
Oh no,
But
yeah.
but give them a bid, like a smidge of it that they go, I need to finish I need to hear the rest of that story.
So we are going to talk about the night I almost didn't make it home, and my plane almost left me in South Beach on Miami.
Okay. And my little teaser is the plane that appeared to crash and burn that I was on and thought maybe, just maybe, Rob was not going to make it to the age of 19.
Oh, tomorrow is going to be full of stories, full of laughing, full of wow, you went through that, and full of that didn't really happen. I need proof because
Oh,
your
it happened.
story doesn't make sense. Trust me. I have stories for we can do a whole like 3 hour episode on this.
Maybe we'll just
But
split into two
I
if it's
mean
really
I'm
that
okay
long.
with that too.
Yeah,
I'm
me
all
too.
right with that too.
Yeah. Oh, and how about this? How about this? We'll give this. We'll give this. Andy, only if you're okay with this. You could say yes or no.
All right.
For those who are listening to this episode, hopefully this will be released tonight or early tomorrow. Tonight is March 14th, or early tomorrow, March 15th. We will be recording our traveling episode on March 15th at night. If anyone who's listened to this episode has any fun, exciting, adventurous travel stories that they would like to share, and they contact one of us before we record the travel episode, maybe we'll have you on to share a story.
I am 1,000% down with that idea. Just to give you context on how the stories are going tomorrow, I did call and get permission to make sure I could tell one of these stories.
Did you
Keep
really?
that in mind.
Oh, wow.
I did.
I mean, there's stories that I just know that I can't say anything. So
Oh, 1,000%.
those just
But
stay. I could like dance around what happened, but without saying names or too much detail.
yeah, I understand that. I understand. That might happen. Wait until tomorrow.
I guess we'll wait and see.
Oh,
So, for the disaster party, again, like, share, comment, follow, review, all of that good stuff. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check in on all of our social platforms. Tell us what you like. This is Rob.
oh,
Until tomorrow.
I'm Andy. I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Peace.
Bye.